Blessed ones of the nations of the world. One more time, this is your brother Dan Moses of Say Yaw Sakotie of TRC Ghana, coming to you with the continuation of our exposés, Testimony New World Disorder, on this 12th of January 2023. But before we begin, we want to welcome each other by saying Akwaba, Allen, Sahale, Shagitam, welcome, Nganjoni, Benvindo, you are welcome, Kuso, Diwo, to San Yusenyo, Okukulaba, Mauya, Mingalaba, Boye, Malamu, Karibu, Ekabo, no, o Sanu de Zua, Elquan de Hena, Mitash, Duburo, Pezalovat, Bine I Vinit, Barigalus, Vita Iche, Ayubon, Dobridoya, Velkomen, Estan, Hosut, Walang, Adoman, bienvenido, Namaste, Swagitam, Kush, Amadit, Baruch, Haba, Marhaba, Huangyong Haminida, Huanging, Nyejeko, Anyamime, Nyejeko, We Zolo, Novio, Niawezo, Akwaba to the program, Testimony, New World Disorder. Testimony, New World Disorder. As you know, we know that it is the program through which we get to know what is happening to Ghana, America, humanity, and the nations of the world in these times of global deception, delusion, and willful lies that are made up by some of the very people that we trust to be there for humanity and the nations of the world, and yet have chosen to be the very people that have dealt with us treacherously, deception, delusion, and willful lies, having brought humanity into this total global helplessness. But we want to arm ourselves and in our mind and in our hearts that the center of the global evil is the government of Nana Addo Akufo of Ghana. It is the government of Joe Biden. Don't get distracted with Russia, Ukraine. Keep focused. Heinous crimes have been committed against Ghana and against humanity, and they are diverting our attention with their shouts of diversionary tactics. Stay focused. Akwaba to the program, Testimony, New World Disorder. We are most grateful together that in spite of the medical terrorism that they have committed against Ghana, America, humanity, and the nations of the world, God is still keeping us alive, and we get to receive here what to do. So Akwaba to the program, Testimony, New World Disorder. We are not moved. Welcome to the year 2023 and to the year and to the program Testimony, New World Disorder. Blessed ones of the nations of the world. Akwaba to the program Testimony, New World Disorder. We want to call on you, call on humanity and the nations of the world that we continue to be under ugly, dirty, and cruel cyber attack by the new terrorists, the coward security killers, the the government of Nana Addo Akufo, Joe Biden and his administration, and the states that have been perpetrating the heinous crimes against us. They are still carrying out cyber attacks against us to prevent us from exposing their heinous crimes against humanity. We have seen that the expose we received last week, what they did was they sabotaged the posting of the expose all night, knowing that I will leave for work the next morning, so that they must do everything they are doing everything to continue the cyber attacks against that. The same ugly strategy of cyber attacks is what they used against us in Ghana in the month of October and stopped us until last week, January 2023. We would want to tell the government of Nana Addo Akufo that we will not take it any more from them. We are therefore calling on humanity and the nations of the world, Israel, Palestine, Europe, Asia, Australia, Africa, America, Ghana, all the nations of them, those of us that who are on the side of God and humanity, without a single weapon, we are carrying out cyber attack back on them. They must stay away from us and from our exposés. We would continue to expose crimes against Ghana and crimes against humanity. So long as they keep perpetrating crimes against Ghana and against humanity, medical terrorism against us, we would not remain in silence. Without a single weapon, we continue the exposés. Therefore, we would want to call on you, fight them back with cyber attacks until they have stayed away from our exposés. Humanity and the nations of the world, we also want to remind us that an ugly strategy, wicked and criminal strategy of financially defunding us by Nana Addo Akufo and his administration and Joe Biden and his administration. They used it against us in Ghana to stop us from continuing the expose, to the extent that they colluded in a plot with this dangerous US undercover agent, entered my account in America, stole my money from the bank account against everything that is called law, because no law applied to them. Her love for money, wickedness and greed for money, she pursued it to the destruction of her own father's life. If she would let her own children live free, then she would choose that her own father should leave this world, should die. And she loved it at the expense of the money. She loved money at the expense of the blood of her own father, the blood, my blood, and the blood of my people. She loved it at the expense of the blood of the Haitian president, and she doesn't know limit to her love for money. Therefore, we are responding to them. Nana Addo Akufo and his administration, Joe Biden and his administration, every member of the government of Nana Addo Akufo, their ministers, cabinet ministers, government appointees of the government of Nana Addo Akufo, we call for global financial sanctions against them. We call for total boycott of their financial interests around the globe until they have stayed away from our finances. We are applying the same financial sanction globally. We call on all Americans, all Ghanaians, Africans, Europeans, Asians, Israelis, Palestinians, those of the Australia, all of us. We are telling them that they have troubled humanity enough in the interest of this dangerous undercover agent. They have killed the innocent of Ghana, stepped ahead to perpetrate medical terrorism against the entire human race for their hatred for just one African. Enough of their evil against humanity and the nations. We will not take it anymore. Therefore, Joe, we are telling you, every member of your family, yourself, Joe Biden, every single member of your family, whether they are hunters or fishermen, and I'm talking to you, we are carrying out global financial sanctions against them, boycotting their finances indiscriminately until they have stayed away from the finances of the African, period. We'll not take it anymore. Humanity and the nations of the world. Akwa to the program, Testimony, New World Disorder. We have just started. We are still doing everything possible to come back fully with our exposés. We are taking a little at a time. Our lighting systems, we need to get restored. All our we are still under intense cyber attack. We need your help to come back fully. Therefore, we are receiving a little at a time. God bless you, and God bless my homeland, Ghana. I love you, Ghana. I love you, humanity and the nations of the world. God loves you even more. God bless you.